What the hell is your delay, Captain?
We're waiting, sir.
Waiting for what?
Private Doss.
Who the hell is Private Doss?
How's it going, everybody? Today I'm reviewing the new film directed by Mel Gibson and starring Andrew Garfield, Hacksaw Ridge. And Hacksaw Ridge is about the character played by Andrew Garfield, Desmond Doss, who enlists in World War II but refuses to hold a weapon or fire a gun and basically just wants to be there to save lives. People give him shit for it and bug him about it, and they don't really want him there, but this guy is a hero and he shows it in this film. Now, I know some people might have the whole controversy of Mel Gibson directing this film. I was able to put that aside. Honestly, I was young whenever Mel Gibson made these comments. I honestly haven't. I know there was some comments of his that were not well received. But the guy's a fantastic filmmaker, and I have to admit that and I can't make you want to watch this movie. You might disagree with everything that he says, and you're like, I don't want to support this guy's movie at all, and I totally understand where you're coming from. But Hacksaw Ridge is a phenomenal film. Now let's start with the performances. Andrew Garfield was fantastic in the lead role. He should be nominated, I think, for Best Actor. I don't think he will win because the person who will win is in another movie that you can check out my review of, Manchester by the Sea. But Andrew Garfield was amazing in this movie. It probably his best performance, I think, to date, exceeding that of like The Social Network and everything like that. He was phenomenal. And you kind of get to see all sides of the character Desmond Doss in this one. You get to see the happy side. For the first hour of this movie, you don't see any war at all, and maybe some of you might be disappointed and be like, oh, it's a war movie, you should be able to see the war, but you don't, and it just builds up the characters, and you get to see why some of his parents may or may not want him to participate in the war, why his brother and his relationship with him, and his relationship with his girlfriend that he meets, and you get to see all these relationships, and they build up, so you get to really care about Desmond, and when he's in battle, you fear for his life. You think like, oh, will he make it? Will he not make it? And you kind of get to see his whole backstory and why he believes the way it is, which is the most important part. And it has to do with like religion and stuff, but the movie doesn't necessarily push religion on you. It just tells you this is what this guy's beliefs are. Whether you believe those beliefs or you do not, this is where he's coming from. And it's a great job of showing you the reason why he's doing what he does without forcing a message down your throat. And then when the war scenes do actually happen in the second hour of the film, they hit hard and they go in fast. It just comes out of nowhere, and it's almost jarring, but it's supposed to be jarring because war is jarring. When you see these guys walk into camp, you see other people coming back from battle, and they're just like distraught and everything, and like what the heck they just go through. And it kind of contrasts with what they're going through. It's like, oh, it's another day, we're gonna fight the bad guys. But it's not fun and games. And this movie like made me really, really question, like, man, like, why does war exist? It's a terrible thing. But the real focus of the movie, again, is Desmond Doss and this guy's heroics in saving all these lives and how he goes about doing it. It's a phenomenal story that needs to be told, because I hadn't even heard of this story before this movie came out. So it just goes to show you, like, there are so many hidden heroes around, and this guy is just one of them. Also, Hugo Weaving, who plays Andrew Garfield's father in the film, does a phenomenal job. You might see him pop up in the supporting actor category, maybe come Oscar time. Remains to be seen. I don't know, again, how this movie will perform Best Picture or Director-wise because of the whole controversy with Mel Gibson. Although it's been some time, it's not as big of a controversy, I think, now as Birth of a Nation is. But, like, people still remember, although, like I said, Mel Gibson is a fantastic filmmaker, and the war scenes, although looking very frantic and like jarring and like lots of, not necessarily shaky cam, but like lots of quick cuts and everything, it's meant to look like that because that's how war is. You don't know where the enemy is. You don't know what you're seeing. And it, again, does a fantastic job of portraying war very realistically. And like I said, with the first hour of the film, I was already locked into this movie like from the get-go, and I was like, okay, man, I'm really enjoying this movie. I'm enjoying how his character builds and just the story of him at home, and I could have even just like that whole part without the war thing, and I would think I would have loved this movie anyways, but like I said, the war scenes just knock it home a little notch further. Also, Vince Vaughn plays the like drill sergeant, and you see why Vince Vaughn was cast in the role, because he's making fun of everybody as a drill sergeant, and he's just, some of the things that come out of his mouth are like, am I supposed to be laughing at this or not? And Vince Vaughn does a great job of doing that, but then also when he's in the war scenes, he's very serious, and it's like, that's kind of his persona as this drill sergeant. Again, he does a great job. Luke Bracey does another great job, the best I've seen him in. I didn't see Point Break, but I heard he wasn't great in Point Break, but he's a great job in this as well. Sam Worthington, one of the best performances I've seen from him. Just everyone all across the board does a fantastic job. Teresa Palmer as his girlfriend, also great. Like I said, everyone came to play in this movie, and especially Andrew Garfield just knocks it home. And again, look out for this movie come Oscar time because I think it deserves it. And like I said, this is one of my favorite movies of the year. And for all those reasons, I give Hacksaw Ridge a movie rating of 10 out of 10. I loved it. I can't find anything I didn't like in the movie. I literally cannot. I wish I could. Maybe like I could maybe nitpick something, but I can't think of a nitpick. I cannot at all. And again, as for my enjoyment rating, 10 out of 10. This movie is either number 1 or 2 for me right now. That and Manchester by the Sea they're fighting it out for the top spot. Right now, Manchester by the Sea, I've seen it twice, so it has the edge. But like I said, Hacksaw Ridge, we'll see how it ends at the end of the year, how I feel about it. But man, these movies are fantastic. I can't wait. I got Arrival, going to see that very soon, coming up at the end of the week here. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Hacksaw Ridge if you did see it in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on the film if you're looking forward to it. If you're not looking forward to it, let me know down below. Again, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every week. That is it, and I will talk to you all later.